Hey y'all, it's Newbie Customs here again with another customization. And of course, I'm just getting off of work again. Never mind my mirror. It's like lint on it. It's not dirty, so don't come for my mirror, y'all. But however, if you like DIYs, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're following my channel, thank you. Keep up the likes and subscribes. And views. Alright. So today, you know those MC Hammer pants everybody was in love with about like 4 or 5 years ago. I have like 4 pairs of these. And I've been really wanting to do like a cute business like short. So I was like, what better to do it with these? Because I'm probably not ever going to wear them again the way that they are. So, in looking at all the ruching and everything, I'm probably going to cut them right here because we're going to make folds so that they can be, have a hem and everything on them. And I'll probably keep the bottom pieces because they have ruching on it too. And I might keep them to do a DIY on some type of shoes or something because I do shoes too. But I'm not quite sure yet. That's why I want to cut it somewhere in the knee area so I have enough room to play with the bottom and still have enough room to not cut into any of the detail at the top. The back is looking real sad on my booty, y'all. And the way I'm holding this camera is not looking. So hopefully when I do a short, it'll take some of that weight off. And then it'll stay up on my waist because I don't have one. And yeah. So let me show y'all. So if you want to make some business shorts, then stay tuned. Ciao. See you in a minute. Now I'm just taking a color pencil out of this pack of color pencils that I have. These are the Prisma colors that I had from school when I was doing projects at school. The pencil I'm going to be using is light peach or PC 927. My camera is really not focusing because of the light. But there we go. Peach clear or light peach. Okay. And or if you have like a regular pencil, you can use a regular pencil too. I'm just using this because I know that it'll come off and it's going to be light enough for me to see. And what I'm going to do is on one of the legs, I'm marking right above my kneecap. Just like that. And I'm going to take these off. So as you see where I made the mark right above my knee. And this is a wash off because I don't like using pins and stuff like that. And being that it's on the outside, nothing's going to bleed to the other fabric or anything. And even if it was, we're folding that, so it'll be okay. So just use what you have, but just keep in mind that you don't want it to do anything that's going to mess up your fabric. Unless you plan on dyeing and bleaching or whatever after you get your pattern done. So I'm going to take these off. I'm going to fold them if you feel like you need to iron. If whatever material your pants are made of, you feel like you need to iron them. Just fold your pants to where they're all the way lined up. And you can see that where you made that marking to cut both pants at the same time. Or if you want to cut one, then match it up and then cut the other one. That's fine too. I don't know. And if you do have fabric scissors, I recommend using fabric scissors. That way your fabric isn't fraying or the cuts, it cuts through the fabric without having all that jaggedness going on. Or if you have a rotary cutter as well, I have one of those. I haven't used it yet because I don't have a mat. You can use that as well. And I'm probably going to fold these on the cracked seam because they look like that's the easiest way to do this and have it lined up just right. But if it doesn't go right like that, then I'll probably just do pocket to pocket on the back, even though they don't have pockets, but you get the drift of what I'm trying to say. Just make sure everything is lined up. So as of right now, I have the garment laying out. This piece of lint is driving me crazy. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I have everything lined up all the way down. So all of that is lined. You know, you can still see where I made that mark at. The pockets are lined up where those dips are. So I'm gonna make sure that none of that is like super off. Also, a rotary cutter looks like this. I had brought it up earlier, so if you don't know what that is, that's what this is. I would prefer using a mat or being on some type of hard surface that you don't care about getting cut up if you don't have a mat, because this will damage whatever you're working on. And you also don't want to make your blade dull, so the mat is for protective purposes as well. Also, here are some fabric scissors. And this is what I'm gonna be using to cut across this line. I'm probably gonna do it at a diagonal seam, because so I'm probably gonna cut it like this, because I want the inner part to kind of go high, but I want to go down, but I want the edges to kind of go high. But I'll probably start from down here and do it because I want it to cross this line right here. So we're gonna on that line like that. That way it still crosses through right here, but it's not getting too much into my design. I probably take it a little lower just so I make sure it's under that, as you can see right here. So I'm gonna cut that, and then we're just gonna fold in hem, and then the shorts are done. So remember, like, if you want to, you can cut it straight across and fold it. I think the shorts will come out probably just fine, but I want a little oomph to mine, so that's why I'm cutting mine on an angle. So however you prefer. It's just like if you were doing a denim jean or something and wanted cut to where the hips have that, you know, extraness, but you don't have a whole bunch of fabric in between your legs, but it still cover up everything real good. Alright, I have to put my camera on the charger, you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and let that charge so I have some battery for the next segment. Alright. I can breathe you, I can drink in your life, I can live on your spine. I can trip, but if I can fall into your arms, I can stay in my heart. I can love, I can be there with you, for real, for real. I can feel, I can see, I can tell you, for real. I can love, I can be there with you, for real, for real. I can hear, I can feel, I can see, I can tell you. Okay. So what I did was, this was the original line that we marked above the knee. This is where I would prefer my line to be at. And this is the extra seam allowance of the first line we're going to cut on. And remember, we're using color pencil, chalk, or anything that is not going to stain your fabric. Something that will either rub off, or when you wash it, it'll come right off. If you're scared that it's not going to come off, or it might leave a little something, I would prefer you do this inside out. I didn't turn this inside out. It's just how it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on this line, try it on. If it's too long, I'm going to go ahead and cut on the original one that I want. Cuff, and then we're going to move along to either sewing or gluing. I might make this a no-sew. Or I might do a hand stitch and just tap the two end tabs. And I can also do that on the sewing machine. I have a sewing machine in my extra room. And remember, make sure everything is still lined up, like the pockets and everything, before you cut this. seam. The seam, so we're going to be doing a 2-fold. So being that we made that extra allowance, I might not even need to cut on that line, because when we fold this 2 times, you see our shorts are going to be right where we need them to be. 9 times out of 10 for the most part, so that your butt is not hanging out, but that cuff is right on the tip of your butt. And that's why seam allowance is so important, guys. Like, please, if you're ever doing a project, don't ever cut right where you want it, because 9 times out of 10, that's not how that garment was made. Unless you're cutting it while it's on you and you're about to rock that thing right then and there. But, yep. So I'm still going to go try these on, and I'll be right back here. So, for the most part, this is how the short turned out. I ended up going in on that second line where I originally wanted them cut. And with the diagonal line, it gave it that arch on the outside for a little pizzazz. And I'm about getting ready to leave the house, and I'm gonna run to Joann Fabrics and probably get me some trimming, because I was planning on cuffing these, but being the fact that I didn't do it straight cut, it did make it to where I'll have to wear these a little longer and do the trimming. But again, I have extra pants like this, so I can do different styles and different variations, and they'll all be business oriented and get worn, because I probably wore all these pants twice, all of them. Like, I never really wore them like that, so I'm loving how that's coming out. And then when I put my trim on there, he'll still be able to see how that arch goes. And yeah, and I'm probably gonna end the seam on the inside one, as in where my start and finish line are gonna be, because it's a seam right here on the inside, instead of putting it on that outside seam. I think that's just gonna look tacky. So yeah, and 9 times out of 10, I use some Fabri-Tac glue. I'm thinking doing white trimming or some type of tan or black, something that's gonna go with everything. If I can find the same color red, I will use the same color red. Because I think another red, or like a bolder red or a sparkly red or something, will make these shorts pop. And then if I put it on the trim of that, if I get enough, I might can even do the trim of this as well. And then that'll help with some of the slouching. Because like I said, I have no waist at all, and these are high-waisted shorts. So, and for the most part, I'm sorry, I'm doing this all by myself, but I think that came out pretty good. The shorts are even, so yeah. Just get that trim, and these will be all set. Business shorts. Okay, y'all, this is how the shirt turned out. I didn't even leave the house yet to go join Fabrics. I don't even know what I was talking about in the last segment, but I still might go in there. However, this is a no-sew tutorial. I ended up doing a straight across cut, because it was just too much fabric on the shorts, and if I was to do another style short, I could still leave it long like that and do the trim idea that I was talking about. But I was so excited to get this project done, and I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So this is how they came out without them being on. And I ironed in the cuffs. It's a 2 cuff boop boop. And I ironed on the highest setting. Depending on your fabric, you might not want to do that. But being that this is cotton, nothing's going to hurt it. So I went ahead and did it on high. And this is the back. I feel like they came out super even. And again, being that I'm working with something that's already made, I had to make sure that I cut off little excesses that I need, because even though everything's lined up, something is always not going to be lined up just perfect. So This is just what I'm not being on. I'm gonna go try them on for you guys. I hope you like this tutorial. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're on the lookout for DIYs and interest. My door is knocking, so I'll get back with you later. Ciao. This is the fit on. For the most part, they're even. I might have to go in and iron in some spots. And I'm gonna use my favorite fabric glue. So your butt's not all out. Still professional. And I'm just gonna go in on the seams. So where they at once I get it ironed super good. That way they won't come out in the wash. Yeah. We have us a business short.